disappear. How could someone have it all and just walk away?
Awesome coffee. Thank you for your service. Get in the car, we got a jam.
He's close. I can feel it. Sometimes a man can be lost. Lost on a path between purpose, fulfillment, and gratitude. Direction often clear from above, yet clouded from the ground. I will find him. I will find him. A sign. I'm close. They say you can't hide from your troubles. There's no place that far.
I didn't ask to be found.
But why?
Why what?
Why disappear? Why is there a house of cards?
You know why.
Can't even imagine.
You know why.
And in that moment, I realize.
Wait, this isn't because of that.
It's always that.
So you're saying all of this is because D3 Plus Transformers Racing never happened?
Yeah.
Became clear. In 2017, an out-of-nowhere press release claimed that there would be a Transformers-themed LMP2 car. It never really made sense. Why would it be on an LMP2 car? Why were the photos they used not of an LMP2 car? But nonetheless, it showed up on all the websites. It had quotes from the team, even the IMSA series president. And just like that, it was gone. One announcement, never to be seen or heard from again. It's like it was never real in the first place.
I don't get why. Why would it just disappear like that?
I don't know, maybe it just didn't come together.
But why? Why would you announce something if it wasn't real?
People do that all the time.
Stop the car. Stop the car.
Sean.
I just don't know why anyone gave it credibility when nobody involved in making the movies was quoted in the press release.
Look, maybe they had really good intentions and then realized it was too much to pull off.
Like how?
Like, no one can afford to create a whole fictional world of race cars and robots.
So you're saying you can't think of anybody that could, I don't know, build out digital versions of the entire racing universe and make it a reality?
Yes, I'm saying I can't think of one group within our series that has the ability to take a race car or even a street car and turn it into a robot. It's impossible. It would literally cost millions of dollars.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, I can't think of anybody who with no money could completely combine the world of robots and real-world racing.
But can you imagine?
Whether you're an aging boomer or a kid who doesn't care about any of this, hold on to your seatbelts because boy or girl, have we got something for almost any age. You've seen them battle on the track, but now they can settle the score at home. I'm talking about the hero of our collection, the Fonzie Taylor's Uncle versus the evil Van der Zander Van, whose only crime is being Dutch.
I don't really think I'm evil, am I?
Isn't the Jordan's brother thing kind of played out? Can't I be Elio's ex-teammate instead?
Of course, racing is a family affair, and who better to watch over than his dad, Eltonomous, complete with pit lane flash.
You know what happened? Out about that much of vodka just at the end.
And if you like GT racing, then you'll love Ultra Foley, who for some reason no one cares about even though he wins in everything.
What do I have to do?
And of course, Andy Border, who doesn't seem to know the limitations of his age.
Hey, don't tell anybody that I'm doing this.
Then there's the Mecha Rennfahrer. That's right, German robots, which is slightly redundant. Help them dominate the competition, like the Rasterizer.
I am Rust Eraser.
The Katsunator.
I am Katsunator.
And Richard Leeds.
Yeah.
Also, you know I'm not German, right?
Of course, it doesn't just stop with sports car. Watch these heroes be the first to break barriers at the hallowed grounds of Indy with the Predacons, who we won't make any jokes about because they don't need more pressure.
Thanks, Internet.
To win, they're going to have to beat Team Perfection, the Holofiers, the Mech Andretti. But if you root for anyone other than the Predacons, you're probably going to end up in a blog. Collect all of them now!
I got IMSA driver Zach Veach.
All right.
Man, I got IndyCar driver Zach Veach.
Oh, come on.
This Corvette turns into superfan Rodney Sandstorm.
This joke still works, right?
And this Corvette turns into Tommy somebody.
Gee, thanks, guys.
Whenever my kids play with the Cole Pernicus stock car, for some reason, they're always really hungry afterwards.
I wanted to get the Joey Handatron because it can literally change into anything. But apparently, you're not allowed to make toys out of platinum.
How is this a thing?
Of course, I have the ultimate collection. The entire sports car senior leadership task force.
Great meeting, guys. First round's on me.
Huh. I guess it can't be done. Come on, Robot Decal.
Wait for me, guys, will you?
Allow myself to reintroduce myself. It's good to be back. It's good to be back. Hello, how you doing? No, I'm not a newbie. In fact, check the discography. A lot of people knew me from back when I was honestly a prodigy. But who's keeping track? It's hard to be mad. It's hard not to laugh at all these artists out here posing like they color me bad. It's all just a fad. I promise that it won't last. I see it in the rear view as I step on the gas. Vroom, vroom. So make room, make way. All these fake Drakes taking up space. I don't care what none of y'all say. Which one of you first place? I'm running my own lane, own pace. And who said this was a race? Go ahead and save face. Okay, I'm reloaded. Once upon a time in the city of Milwaukee lived a boy with a dream and a...
Don't worry about it. I can hitchhike fast to them once you guys can drive there. Hey guys, just wait for me, guys. I gotta get this girl's phone number first, all right? Hey, wait for me, guys. I have to go back and get my, vintage JLP racing bag of before we can leave.
And we should be live, I think.
Sure.
Welcome to yet another edition of Dinner with Racers Thursday Night Blunder. I am Sean Heckman. With me, as always, is Ryan Eversley. Ryan, we are looking at you now.
Hi, how are you?
How goes it?
Yeah, it goes pretty well. I'm excited about this LCQ race we have tonight. So far, the practice race looked like a lot of fun, and just the warm-up we were just watching a few minutes ago. I don't even think the racers or the ramps or us know what's going to happen. So it's good.
Absolutely not. So we are here in virtual Long Beach. Funny enough, I am about 20 miles away from real Long Beach. And we are watching what is called the Last Chance Qualifier, the LCQ. And it's named tonight the Jumpy Truck Spectacular. And let's learn why. We'll cut to some track action. And here is why. Ryan, what is tonight's LCQ all about?
So the top 10 that finish this race will move on to our season finale next week. And even if you are in the top 10 and you're already entered on points or wins and all that, that takes a spot away from somebody. So if you're not going to make the world final already, you need to be in that top 10 finishing spot tonight to make it to next week's finale.
Exactly, and that is because we have a very special format. It's the Jumpy Truck Spectacular, and we are calling it that because there's only one category that's racing tonight, and that is these jumpy trucks that you're seeing right here. But they have a very special obstacle. We did a very similar race last year, and we had to bring it back because it was possibly the greatest thing we've ever done in our careers. What are these jumpy trucks jumping over, Ryan?
Well, we wanted to figure out a way that we could make jumpy trucks happen last year during our Thursday Night Blunder during the pandemic initially. And we tried a couple different options, but it turns out that the Nissan GTP acts as a phenomenal ramp. And so we have a handful of volunteers. I think we have 10?
15. We have 15
We have
volunteers.
15 volunteers driving the ramps or GTP cars, and they are all on the radio with our race director, Tyler Newitt, and he is kind of helping them figure out where to place the ramps, how to move and work together. And we just had the bright idea a few minutes ago to record the audio because we think it's got to be pretty funny.
Yeah,
so we'll figure out something to do with that later.
So to exactly your point, so all of these trucks are still vying for a place next week. Well, I shouldn't say all of them. We'll explain that in a minute. But this is our semifinal, or our LCQ, so to speak. So next week is the end of Thursday Night Blunder. There's the end of our 2021/2022 season. And we'll get back to the real business of real racing. And so we want to finish off our off-season league here with the World Final happening at exactly this day next week. It may be a different time, actually. But there's a bunch of people that are already in that final. So anyone who won a race during the off-season, so we ran 7 races from November to December, I guess technically last year, and or 2 weeks ago. And so anybody that won a race, and then the top 20 in points, even if they didn't win a race, they're already in the World Final. So they're all going to be competing next week, and we'll do that big reveal at the end here. But those folks, I think it's roughly speaking about 35 folks are already in the World Final. But if you've been watching this all throughout the end of 2021 to see what Thursday Night Blunder was all about, we've had a ton of participants come through, somewhere in the range of 200 to 300. So we wanted to give everybody else a chance. So basically the top 10 from tonight's LCQ will advance to the World Final. But like Ryan was saying, we are, to have a full field, we decided to mix it up, and we're still allowing people to drive trucks even if they're in the World Final, just to make sure we have a pretty good show for you at home. Yeah. And so with that in mind, the top 10 are going to advance no matter what, even if, let's say, 5 of that top 10 are already in the final. That just means 5 people are going to advance from tonight. We're not going to take the next 5 or anything like that. It is simply going to be you finish in the top 10, you're going to the World Final. If you don't finish in the top 10, you are not. And it's pretty much just that simple. So, Ryan, you have experience in this kind of racing?
Sure. I've raced at Long Beach a bunch of times. I've never flown through the air, but I've done a handful of races and tests in the Robbie Gordon Stadium Super Trucks for Continental Tire, which every truck in our race tonight will be on.
Of course.
And they are just ridiculous. I mean, they drive like a dune buggy that you probably had a chance to drive growing up at some point. There's not a lot of grip. There's a ton of shock travel. They fly through the air really well. It is so much fun. Probably one of the most fun cars I've ever raced. And one of the people I got to race against in those events is our guest driver tonight, Matthew Brabham.
That is correct. We are bringing back our in-race reporter feature for this week. We will have a pro driver driving one of these Jumpy trucks. And when it came to people that we could call, Robbie Gordon would have been the obvious choice, but we didn't want to deal with him. So we went to the next best option, which was Matty Brabham. Matt is a full-time racer in the Stadium Super Truck Series. He's driven in the Indy 500 and IndyCar. The dude's been around quite a bit, and he's going to be our in-race reporter. We'll call him in a minute to get his feel because, he just signed up for this yesterday, and it's been an adorable back and forth with him learning of that key. He, as we talked about earlier, Ryan, what was one of his first questions to us for tonight?
Well, he reached out to you and said, "Do you have a setup?"
Because that's gonna matter. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like what a sweet kid to.
Yeah.
Like, hey, is there a way I can be competitive? It's like no,
nah, dude.
don't worry about it. You're gonna be upside down through a fence. It's not gonna matter.
And Josh Chin, there's a story. But
yeah, Josh Chin's actually, I don't know if he's still up there, but he was P1 the last time I saw timing and scoring. So we're gonna have to fix that.
Yeah, exactly. And again, everybody's fighting for the top 10 here. Oh, Matt Brabham's up to P4, so he's figuring it out. Yeah, despite all the dumbness. So we have a couple different things going on tonight. Obviously, we've got these Nissan ramps. Those of you who are familiar with the Thursday Night Blunder, or previously the DWR Continental Cup, we closed out the final race of 2021 with a goodbye from Marco, who is running the cameras for us, but it's going to create a welcome to Lee. So Lee here has been a big part of Apex TV for forever, and actually he was our first contact when we got this going. So Lee, you're going to be switching the cameras with us tonight. What do you think so far?
Chaos, I think. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, it's great to be joining you guys. Yeah, what a unique event we're getting to see here tonight. And I think it's safe to say I've never seen planned ramps made from Nissans on iRacing before. So it's in all my years, I'm glad I get to see it first time with you guys here.
Very good. Now, did Marco give you any warning about what to expect?
Well, I mean, he warned me about you, Sean, but not so much about the event. So no, your explanation of what was ahead for tonight was very clear. I feel like I have a good idea. I think, say, chaos is probably going to be the word.
Who is that just went off? I don't know who's behind, but I just saw an I am ramp painted on the side of that prototype behind Matthew Streckman here. Anyway,
nice.
It's adorable.
Soy ramp.
Yo soy ramp. So speaking of ramps, should we go to the man who's making this all happen?
Yeah, I think we should.
All right. So we fired him a few weeks ago because you obviously can't run a racing series unless you create controversy with your race director. So we decided to just be like everybody else and do that. But on a provisional basis, we brought Tyler Newitt back. And Tyler has his work cut out for him. Tyler, are you there?
I am here, Sean.
All right, so you have like 35 duties tonight. Tell us what you specifically are up to.
Well, right now, I'm revving the tires or spinning up the tires with the brake held to create a smoke screen effect. Which will contribute to the chaos that is very evident on anyone's screens right now.
And Lee, I'm not sure if you can see Tyler.
But my primary duties are organizing the ramps that are you so eloquently explained earlier, and also throwing cautions and clearing penalties and rigging it in our favorite drivers' favors.
So you got a lot going on, and now you're talking to us.
Yeah, you know, it's I wear many hats on a race weekend.
Oh, he said it. Oh, God. All right. We were fine until you said you wear a lot of hats.
He's already back on waivers.
Yeah. You're on a provisional basis here, sir.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I've learned my lesson. Just don't ask me what it is.
Fair enough.
Okay. Well, we're hearing from pit lane that Tyler's radio is very loud.
Yep.
So we'll adjust that.
There's a lot of adjusting on my end.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And but yeah, Tyler's got his hands full, as do the other 14 ramps that we have driving with us tonight. But we could not do this without their participation. So lots of love for everybody that's driving a ramp GTP car tonight. We really appreciate you.
Yeah, it is definitely something special. All right, it is 7:40 in the evening. God, I just became like an AM DJ. What the hell does that mean?
And, you're listening to the dulcet sounds of Sean Heckman.
All right, should we call Matt Brabham? See what he thinks of this? All right, we're going to call Matthew Brabham, get his take on the world, and this is going to be a phone call, so levels might be all over the place. So Ryan and you folks at home, if you have any input on the sound levels, let me know quickly. Also, speaking of chat room stuff, if you are on the Dinner with Racers YouTube page, you can chat all you want, and Ryan will do his best to foster questions for our guest or for Matt Brabham or just for ourselves. If you are watching this on the Dinner with Racers or Continental Tire Facebook page or the Dinner with Racers Twitch page, we certainly encourage you to keep watching. Certainly feel free to talk amongst yourselves in the chat room, but we will not see that. We only see the chats from YouTube, so by all means, feel free to write us there. So, all right, we're going to call old Matthew Brabham, see how this compares to his real-life experience. He just ran this race a couple months ago. This is the sound of waiting for the phone to ring.
Yeah.
There we go.
Hello?
Matthew Brabham.
Hey, how's it going?
How are you doing?
Yeah, good.
All right.
Fine.
So we got you got Sean here, and Ryan is here as well, who you've raced with, I believe.
Yep.
And so you've been practicing now for, I'd say, 40 minutes or so, getting used to this. What do you think?
It's wild. It's definitely wild. I'm so glad I cannot feel this in my vertebrae right now.
So you race in the real life Robbie Gordon Stadium Super Truck Series. How different is it when you don't know where the ramps are going to be?
I mean, to be honest, the surprise is not the crazy part. It's more so hitting the actual GTP cars and the way it reacts so differently every time. That's the surprise. But with Robbie and everyone out there on track and super trucks in real life, I mean, you never know what you're going to get. So I'm used to coming around the corner and seeing someone facing me. So That's not new. It's just the way that you hit the jumps is new to me right now.
All right. So you are what we call a jumpy truck. Are you on track right now by chance?
Yeah.
Oh, you are on track.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if we can find you on the cameras here. But so you are what we would call a jumpy truck professional. So far, what you've learned, what is the right and wrong way to hit these things?
So far, flat out does not seem to help. I think the faster you hit the GTP cars, the more likely you are to just skyrocket into and out of space. So I don't know. Other people have figured out the trick, but I've been trying a lot of different things. I've been trying to hit like 2 wheels on 2 different cars, 2 wheels on 1 car, and then just kind of rolling over them real slow seems to be the fastest. because then you're less likely to roll. But I don't know. It's the same thing in super trucks. When you get a bunch of people racing as competitive, it's too tempting to just hit it flat out. So
I see. Because in the real super trucks, you do have a certain speed you have to hit to do it properly. Oh, you're on your roof.
You do, but the speed is more dictated by having the ramps out of the corners. So, which seems to be the safest right now. If you can hit the GTP cars like in the middle of a corner, it seems to be a lot easier than hitting the GTP car at the end of a straight. So, similar to that in the super truck sense.
Yeah.
But
okay, so real simulation here.
Yeah, honestly though, I'm actually surprised at how close this feels like to a real life super truck. Like the way you brake, the sliding through the corner, like the front of the nose coming up and down, and then it's even hiking on two wheels in the hairpin if you roll into the corner too much.
Yeah.
And that feels just like a super truck to me. The only thing that's not quite the same is the actual effect it has when it hits the jump. But everything else feels like, honestly, like if you told me this was like designed for super trucks, I'd agree with you. I'd be like, yeah, it feels like it.
Interesting.
Very cool.
All right,
Very
that's good
cool.
to know. All right, so I apologize. I don't know your record at Long Beach. What is your SST record there?
My Jumpy truck record at Long Beach is actually really good. I think I've won 2 to 3 weekends overall.
Oh, wow.
Oh, cool.
Quite a few races. So
Yeah.
Long Beach is one of my best tracks, the Jumpy trucks.
All right, so you got everything to play for here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, gotta keep the title going. I gotta show like the super trucks in real life kind of translates to the sim life. So.
Ryan, anything?
Awesome. No, I'm just happy to have Matt here. He's really, really fast in these trucks. He's got, I think it might not be official, but one of the greatest videos of Jumpy truck history where he's flying through the air. I want to say it was somewhere in Australia. It's that one video clip where you almost come straight nose down. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
If you can beat that distance and height tonight, I'd be pretty impressed.
I think it's very easily possible. Phil.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, go
All
have
right.
fun out there. We appreciate you joining us.
Oh,
All right.
thanks for having me. It's been a lot of fun so far. I can't wait for the race. It's
All right.
gonna be interesting.
We'll check in with you in a bit. Thanks, dude.
Cheers.
All right, cheers, mate.
Good kid. Good kid.
He is a very good kid. I don't know if he can hear us or not, but
No, he's way up.
when I first did that first test, he heard that I was going. He sent me a bunch of notes, and then when I went to Toronto to do the race, he was like all over me, like, "Hey, what do you need to know? How do you need to, all this different advice?" And I go, "Hey, you're being really cool. What's the deal?"
Yeah,
And
what's
he's
your
like,
agenda here, kid?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I don't have anything for you.
This is why we
no,
spend
he's
too
like-
much time together, by the way. Because we're always, what's the scam?
Yeah, I was like,
What's the scam?
What do you think I can do for you?
Right. Yeah.
He's like, no, if you're out there going fast, that's one more car in the mix. It makes the show better. If the show's better, we get to do this more. And I was like, this guy's on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Almost
And
like
just
he's
a
lasted.
really, really nice guy, but super talented.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have about 12 minutes left in practice. Looks like Mr. Nelson is P1. Josh Chin.
Yep.
P2. Josh Chin. Just to give a little bit of context before we take a break, Josh Chin has a lore with our series over the last several years of doing this. How many races has Josh won, Ryan?
0.
0. How close
Yeah.
has he come?
Oh, real close.
Yeah.
Real close.
Yeah. So Josh Chin has come close to winning one of our races about 30 times by this point.
Right.
Always manages to lose, and manages to lose on his own so much that now we've made a point of making sure that he loses.
Yes.
And we control 15 ramps tonight.
Exactly.
So if I
And
was
if
Josh...
you're-
Go ahead.
Yeah, if you're so dedicated to be a ramp, that means you follow us pretty closely. You know Josh Chin. You know what you need to do to him.
Exactly. I don't
Yeah.
see how we need it. Now, if I was Josh Chin, my goal to advance to next week's World Final would be to finish 4th.
Yep.
Like, if he's
Yep.
going for the win, you know he's not going to finish.
No, right.
There's
right.
no way. So
yeah, he'll be upside down and in the fence somewhere.
Exactly.
Now, one of the things we want to point out that we've seen happen here in practice and in the race last night, Josh actually just drilled that upside down Yoshi themed jumpy truck because he wanted to help him tip back over.
Right.
And that's been something you were saying, that it was almost more of a problem where you would tip yourself over trying to help other people.
Exactly. It's not as instantly helpful as you might expect to try and help each other out, because what can happen is in your efforts to sort of push them and move them over, you could end up flipping yourself. Now you're both on your lid. And the thing we've learned in last year's race and in practice racing last night is the way these things are structured. You can take a hit and you're fine the way we have our damage on it with this, but the thing you don't want to do is jump yourself off the track or end up on your roof, because then you get what we call a tow, where you basically have to get a virtual tow back to the pits, meaning you're not racing for the next couple of minutes.
Right.
So don't go on your roof. Don't flip out of the track, otherwise you're okay. And so we had a really good practice race last night. A guy named Jeremy Lines. I'm not sure if Jeremy's out there right now, but Jeremy was by far the most conservative guy in the race. And up until, let's say, a late race yellow, he was leading by like a minute and a half.
Oh, wow.
Because he just took his time. He didn't get himself towed, and he was fine. And then Travis Wall ended up winning at the very, very end. So
Travis Wall of Piggly Wiggly fame.
Piggly Wiggly fame, exactly. All right. Well, I think I'm seeing our boy in the lobby. So we have a good friend of mine joining us tonight. Ryan, who is our guest of honor in the booth that we're going to bring on?
I honestly think you need to introduce him, because he is your closest friend that I've ever met.
All right. Well, you know what? We'll take a break. We'll come back, and we will introduce our guest of honor here at the last chance qualifying round of Thursday Night Blunder.
Well, everybody's heard about the
Bird. Bird.
The bird's a winner, well, a bird.
Bird.
Bird is a winner, well, a bird.
Bird.
And the bird is a winner, well, don't you know that the
Bird.
well, everybody knows that
Bird.
the winner, well, a bird. The bird's a
Bird. Bird.
Well, everybody knows that the
Bird.
winner, well, a bird. The bird's a winner. Well, everybody's heard about the
Bird. Bird.
The bird's a winner, well, a bird.
Bird.
Bird is a winner, well, a bird.
Bird.
And the bird is a winner, well, don't you know that?
Bird.
Well, everybody knows that
Bird.
the winner, well, a bird. The bird's a
Bird.
don't you know that?
Bird.
Well, everybody knows that the
Bird.
winner, well, a bird. The bird's a winner.
Hey yo, turn up the beat a little bit.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, cool. Actually, maybe turn it down just a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't change anything.
Right on. You know, sometimes in this life, you have to grow up, and you have to eat your dinner.
And you know, sometimes chicken sandwiches just aren't enough.
Bill Riley.
Blowing up like Liam Dwyer. Bill Riley. Continental is my favorite tire. Bill Riley. 30 minutes was the pizza killer. Bill Riley. We hung up off Mark Miller. Bill Riley. This is a podcast. Bill Riley. Bill Riley. Bill Riley. Ran over at a kart race. Bill Riley. Broken leg and a neck brace. Bill Riley. My corgi's named Watson. Bill Riley. Little leg so he can't run. Bill Riley. Palm Belly killed a guy. Bill Riley. In a drive-by. Bill Riley. He had to qualify. Bill Riley. That whole thing's a lie.
Oh, you guys are really kicking it. I get it like this. Bill Riley. All right?
Bill Riley. Bill Riley. Bill Riley. Internet haters. Bill Riley. Drunk commentators. Bill Riley. Vegans eat potatoes. Bill Riley. We went to a crater. Bill Riley.
We hopped in our Honda and we went on our way. 12,000 miles through the US of A. People always ask why we go on this quest. Truth be told, I don't know, but take a look at our gas! Bill Riley.
Bill Riley.
Bill Riley.
Bill Riley.
Bill Riley. Bill Riley. Bill Riley. Bill Riley. Bill Riley. Bill Riley. Bill Riley. Bill Riley. Bill Riley.
Bill Riley.
Bill Riley. Bill Riley. Bill Riley. Bill Riley. Bill Riley. Bill Riley. Bill Riley. Bill Riley.
Bill Riley.
Bill Riley. Bill Riley. Bill Riley. Badass. Bill Riley.
No, I cannot believe I just did that.
And we are back. We have, I don't know how much time we have, but we only have a couple minutes left to practice before we go into qualifying. That was the dulcet sounds of the Bill Riley musical that we put together because Bill Riley is one of our favorite friends, one of our best friends. However, for some dumb reason, we brought somebody else on this feed who I would say is maybe not my ideal friend, but we figured we'd have him on because we like to keep the peace with the community. So, and for some reason, his video feed is remarkably not working.
Oh,
it
weird.
is, well, now I got to get the thing queued up here. But it is none other than a Twitter account. It's a live talking Twitter account, and his name is NASCAR Chasm. Welcome to the show.
You know, Sean, I couldn't help but notice this is like the 6th consecutive year that your Christmas card got lost in the mail, clearly. It didn't show up again.
Weird.
Yeah. And it just happens every year, man. It's just odd. I know that they're, probably sitting in a warehouse, somewhere, but, I just want to let you know, no hard feelings.
No, the thing is, I'm not very good about sending out Christmas cards because, see, I have to work a lot of different programs and jobs to pay my bills because I don't just work for one company sending out sweet tweets with my humor.
You should work on that,
I got
dude.
a lot of ins and a lot of outs and a lot of what have you.
Hey, NASCAR Chasm, good to see you, buddy. How you doing?
Fantastic, Ryan. Thanks.
Awesome. Sean,
thanks for
you okay?
the warm
How was
welcome.
your
It's all good.
how was your dedicated 2 weeks of vacation there, NASCAR Chasm? was it a nice holiday scheduled vacation that you had?
Oh, it was beautiful, man. It was just nothing but time off, nothing but relaxation, Sean. Not in front of the computer, having to do stuff, not having to cut video, none of that
When you say
stuff.
time off, you mean paid time off that you had? You had paid time off for your sweet tweets?
No, actually, believe it or not, I'm a contractor. So, so it's I got to manage my time carefully. But like I said, most of it involves putting our scrapbook together, our friendship scrapbook. It's going really well, dude. It's going really well. Yeah,
Are you proud
totally.
of yourself?
So we got about 30 seconds left in practice here.
Okay, go on, racing.
Yep, about 30 seconds left, looks like. And Who's up there in P1?
So that is Nelson, and he's currently leading, he or she. And Josh Chin, though, still P2. So, Mr. Chasm, you are new to the series, but Josh Chin is a regular. He's P2 right now in practice. Mm-hmm. And he has never won a race, and we've actually gone way out of our way to make sure that that doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really?
Yeah.
So he's like Matt Damon on Jimmy Kimmel. You just make sure he never gets up.
Yeah, that is fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
I get it now. I do want to give a shout out to it's number 22 on the trucks right there, Steve Lavender. If at any point you can get a shot of his beautiful truck, he has put together it's a special paint scheme dedicated to me. Because like you, Sean, he's a good friend, and it's a Paul Menard themed truck. It's wonderful.
All right. Well, so funny you mentioned that. There will be an opportunity, and our fans know this, but. There will be an opportunity to look at liveries up close. In fact, there's Steve right there, so we'll take a look when it comes up. But when we have racing and when we have yellow flags, the paint schemes on everybody might play a role in their ability to get laps back.
Yeah.
And you get to decide
I want to point out that producer Chasm showed up.
He did.
Yeah, right away. He's like, go ahead and find the Steve Lavender truck. And
Perfect right there. Yeah, See, look, Sean, I have another job already.
There. All right, so
that's a beautiful thing.
So let's look at like the right side of the car, left side of the car, Lee, if we get a chance. Look at that.
Yeah, beautiful.
It says, that is Menard's tribute for your good buddy, Paul Menard.
Oh, yeah.
He's doing a wheelie. Yeah.
So we've told this on the air, so I don't mind. Mr. Chasm, do you know our favorite ever Dinner with Racers rejection in the history of Dinner with Racers?
Oh, don't tell me it was Paul Menard.
It was Paul Menard. It was absolutely Paul Menard. No, and I can't even be mad because
we love it.
Yeah, we wrote him, and he wrote back. I quote because I remember it to the word. Dear Sean, thanks for the note. I decline. Take care, Paul.
You know, if
so
anything,
perfect.
Sean, you know that was not written by a PR person.
No,
that was written by Paul.
Yes,
absolutely, Paul.
It was the most perfect thing I have ever seen. So.
We were not mad at all.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, okay.
Yep.
You know, he would have like, oh, don't do that to me.
Yep.
My car, that beautiful livery.
Right.
Oh. But you know, if you think about the podcast, how it would have gone would basically be like you guys watching Paul Menard eat food wordlessly.
That's
like
fine. I'm on board with
there.
that.
Yeah. Asking him questions, he's just downing rotisserie chicken after rotisserie chicken, not answering.
Yeah. But he's eating it like the whole chicken at once and then pulling just the bones out.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
maybe
a skeleton.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Maybe like a little crumb or two or a little piece of meat stuck in that very, very thick beard.
Right.
Right. Yeah. It wouldn't. It's that he wouldn't have been a great podcast. He's more performance art.
I would have enjoyed us trying, because like sometimes with a guest, if they're on the quieter side, especially at the beginning, Ryan and I will go out of our way to try and warm them up with our own dumb jokes. And I just love the idea of him just staring at us like, neat.
Yeah.
You know, like
it's like
Carpenter.
Ed Carpenter all over again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So we got 2 minutes. So qualifying, we don't have ramps out. We want to let everybody actually set a lap time because the way iRacing works is if you get what's called an incident point. So if you like drop a wheel off track, they scratch your lap time, and that includes car contact. So any car contact with everybody hits a ramp, they get their time deleted. So we're like, let's just give him some clean track right now. What is that on the hood of Tyler Tucker? I have to know. That is something.
Yeah.
That's Tim George Jr.
Is Tyler's already in the final, right?
I think so.
I was going to say, he just made it in the final.
Yeah.
Oh,
that is special. If you don't follow Tim George Jr. on Instagram. Is that a Tim George Jr. next to a Tim George Jr.?
I'm so happy right now.
Tyler makes me proud.
Yeah. Want to do some hot yoga, Brian? Hot yoga time?
Yes, I do. Absolutely.
Okay, let's do some hot yoga.
Yeah, after I got to work on my chef skills first.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
Yeah. So Zach Lewis also, I think, has an interesting livery.
So Zachary Lewis If we take a look. That's Zach Laforge. Although that does look interesting.
There's a Z and an L. I mean, what more do you want?
Yeah.
There we go. I found him. I found him.
You got him? Okay. Zachary Lewis. What have we got going on here? Oh, there's a lot going on there. Okay, I can't read all those details.
Yeah,
But I see an Elmo.
think,
Oh, it's
think these
NASCAR
are-
Chasm tweets?
Yeah,
oh
I
my
think so.
gosh!
Yeah.
Oh, I appreciate this.
I
Oh,
see
look,
an
there's the
Elmo.
one. Yeah, that's we put. We took the picture of Chase Elliott and Harvick from Bristol this year and put Elmo on one and Rocco on the other because we try to stay current.
Nice.
All right, so
yeah, and I think it's the guy that's wearing a tire for like a
it's
for
like
a
the
waist strap.
Yeah, that's
that's
he's at Daytona every year.
The Talladega tire guy. Like we were.
Yeah.
We were kind of joking because with the the next gen car and the changes coming up, because you have to go down to one nut. Ha!
Oh wow! And almost all of your income comes from this.
That's right,
Yeah.
Sean. Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna invoice for $400 for that. Yeah. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Have you ever had to take a call from a wealthy gentleman driver and just laugh your ass off at something not funny?
Oh no.
No. Have you not had to do this, you asshole?
Can we go back to the other car?
Oh,
Can we go back to the Tim George car?
All right, so we are. What are you saying, Ryan? All right, so qualifying, the checker flag is out, so everybody's kind of completing their last laps right now. Andrew Pinkerton, which is kind of to nobody's surprise, is on pole. He's almost a second up. Wow, a second up on Josh Chin, followed by Travis Wall, who ran the practice race last night. Jeffrey Sykes, and it's a pretty good field, so we'll see how this lines up. Did only 8 people set times?
I was going to say, I'm surprised to not see Matt Brabham's name somewhere in the top 5.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
He's got some ways to go. Now, it's possible, because the way contact works here, that maybe he had lap times disallowed.
Oh, you're right.
You know?
Yeah.
And I think that's it. I think everybody's turning their final laps here.
So then how do they set the grid for everybody that didn't do a lap? Is it just random?
Yeah, I don't know the order that they go in.
Yeah.
Lee, do you know? Is it by your iRating or sign-in time?
Yeah, I think it might be by their car number, possibly in the session.
Which would be
I
sign-in
think I think we might just find out. I'm afraid.
All right. Well, we'll find out.
Yeah, we do have several requests from the chat room to see the Tyler Tucker livery again.
All right. Well, we'll take a look. But for now, congratulations to Andrew Pinkerton. We're gonna do the national anthem. Normally we do the American national anthem since it's in Long Beach, but we were looking through our videos and found the German national anthem from a very familiar face.
German loyalty, German wine and German song, German woman, German loyalty, German wine and German song, unity and justice and freedom for the German fatherland. For these let us all strive brotherly with heart and hand. Unity and justice and freedom are the pledge of fortune. Flourish in this fortune's blessing. Flourish, German fatherland. Flourish this fortune's blessing. Flourish, German fatherland.
All right. Thanks to Decal for whatever that was.
Yep.
And here we are on the grid at Long Beach.
You're
We got
welcome,
Ryan,
fans.
Sean, NASCAR Chasm. Again, if you are watching this on the look at that fancy graphic work. If you are watching this on the Dinner with Racers YouTube channel, by all means, write in, ask questions away to Mr. Chasm or to Matt Brabham when we talk to him in the middle of the race. If you're watching this on the Continental Tire or Dinner with Racers Facebook feeds, keep watching. We will not see those text messages. And same thing for the Dinner with Racers Twitch. All right, cars are on the grid. Andrew Pinkerton, Josh Chin on the front row. We could go green anytime here. And it looks like we have how many cars? 25 cars on the grid, is that right?
25 listed, yeah.
There's a big gap between the two groups of trucks where the ramps were supposed to grid.
Oh, I get it. Because that's amazing. Because the ramps didn't set time. Okay. That makes sense now.
Yeah,
All right,
looks like Matt Brabham.
Didn't set a time for Matt. Lights are going up.
All right. And we're green.
Oh, Andrew.
Ooh. Terrible start there for Pinkerton.
And Josh Chin.
Josh Chin in the lead. We'll fix that.
Yeah. Now, I mean, there's 40 minutes of racing to go here, so there's plenty of ways for Josh Chin to throw it away on his own before we ever do anything. And if we know Josh Chin.
Yeah, and these guys have been doing massive lunges into turn one. And see, Matt Brabham's already making up some spaces here up to P8. And, through the lawn. Nice job going through the garden there. I tried that once in an NSX. It did not work.
Now, if I'm correct on the way Tyler is going to plan on working this, these guys will basically get a lap out, and then the ramps will start making their way out. So we'll see how this changes everything. But right now, Josh Chin very comfortably in the lead.
Yeah.
He's already opened up to a 2-second lead in just a half a... And, I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, that looks like Patrick Lindsay is in the mix. The Barbie truck is in the mix.
Zach LaFerge, who's new to our series.
Yeah, he's new, and he was looking good in qualifying, but upside down already, and we haven't even got to the jumps yet.
Matt
Brabham doing a little bit of an over-under there coming out of that last corner.
Now, we would expect big things from Matthew Brabham. Obviously, he knows his way around Long Beach in a truck in real world, and as he said earlier, these things do translate pretty well, so he knows how to get it done, but we'll see how he can get through our fans.
Yeah, he is very fast in these trucks. I mean, he's fast in everything, but he's got these trucks really figured out in real life.
All right, he just got around the NASCAR Chasm Twitter car. Truck, I should say.
No.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Now, Mr. Chasm, while we have a minute to talk about that, I would strongly encourage you to exercise this later in the race when there's real stakes involved. But we do have a snipe award. So if there's somebody that you don't want to do well, you can call out a snipe on them. And
wow.
We have many. Oh, and the ramps are out.
Ramps are out. Here
it begins. And it's already chaos. Josh Chin got through it. He's 6 seconds up now.
Wow, 6-second lead already from Josh Chin. Matt Brabham with the big lunge underneath the NASCAR Chasm truck there.
But like we were saying, Chasm, if there is a particular outlier that you want to see punished for whatever reason, you don't want to see them win, or they took out your favorite truck, or whatever. I think Brandon Gaughan did it because his favorite liveried car was hurt, and so he wanted to take him out. So you can call out a snipe, and we have a lot of people that are driving that are also listening to this, and they will heed your warnings.
Alrighty, well, I'm keeping an eye out on whoever's messing up the 27 there. Like that thing, you're basically, you're driving directly into the Mona Lisa. Like, I mean, why are you ruining art?
Absolutely.
Understood.
So now Josh Chin has stretched his lead out to 8.7 seconds in 3 laps here. So he's clearly found a clean way to get through those ramps. But Andrew Pinkerton in one sector alone took about 2 seconds out of him. So it's not over yet. But wow, look at this pile up on the back straight, Sean.
Yeah. Wow. That's Jeffrey Sykes on his lid. And who's that? Now, you can, if you try hard enough, you can maybe flip him back over. So some of these folks are trying to help. Kind of like how in NASCAR you've got your buddy for drafting. There's a little bit of that maybe. You flip somebody over, they might help flip you over later.
Yeah, we're seeing more ramps here. Oh.
So you're looking for the eco-friendly types to flip the turtle over that's stuck on the beach.
Correct.
Exactly right.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Jason Owens, who just had a little bit of trouble on the back straightaway, but he had a clean pass. He was able to drive right through one of those GTP ramps.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, and Travis Wall, who was our practice winner last night, almost went over. Like we said earlier, the absolute thing you don't want to do is be tipped over to the point that you need to tow back to the pits. If you get a tow, you're going to be 2 minutes down or more. So you can recover from slowing down too much. You can't recover from being on your roof.
Yeah, Andrew Pinkerton, who was in P2 and giving chase, is now P5, about 50 seconds back from our leader, Josh Chin, who has an 11-second gap over second place. As we see, it looks like Tyler Tucker and the Tim George Jr. tribute truck getting turned over.
I bet that hurts you.
Yeah, really, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. Yeah, that might be a fan favorite car right there.
Yep.
Exactly. We have a question from the chat. Are the ramps allowed to move and drive into the traffic?
They are within reason. So the general direction of the ramps is they are meant to be an obstacle, but they're not supposed to be a guarantee.
Right.
So in other words, they're not out there to flat out wreck you. They're there to make it much harder for you. So that's why. So for example, if they turn completely, if the idea was just to wreck, they would just turn sideways. There's nothing you could do if they're sideways. You're going to go over. But the way the angles are on these GTP noses, they work as perfect ramps. So you might have a chance of getting past it. You might not, depending on your angles. So that's the whole point, is you do have a chance to not wreck if you do it right. But they're not out there just to flat out wreck you.
If I might interject really briefly. What I love about these events, this summer when I was watching the Summer Olympics, I got way into rugby, but I never learned the rules, and that made rugby that much more enjoyable. It's like the same with this.
That's kind of how we run too.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah, I'm with you. Now, we have a question, and before we ask the question, we're going to give a big shout out, a big happy birthday. Everybody in the chat room, please give a happy birthday to Andrew Hurricane Barca, who asks, what is your most proud tweet from the 2021 season?
Oh, Lord, from the 2021 season? Here's the thing, like, I don't have ones I'm proud of. I have ones I'm least ashamed of.
Oh,
there's kind of a big difference. And, you know, I can't, and, like, I get asked this all the time, and, like, thing is, I put so much crap out there. It's like this geyser of dreck. It's hard to like remember one one specifically. Now there was one a couple days ago. I forget, like Dale Jr. posted a picture of his Christmas tree, and I responded to it or something like that about him being an influencer. And he actually responded by sending a picture that his wife Amy took of him on his back, like with the phone up, trying to get that perfect influencer shot. It's things like that make it fun.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, very good. Meanwhile, in our race, Andrew Pinkerton went from being 5th and like 50 seconds back to P2 and only 16 seconds back. So it seems like it's a pretty good race out there, but in the dumbest way possible.
Yeah, it just goes to show how it only takes hitting the ramp one bad way for your whole race to change. The other factor here, that now that we're 7 minutes in, could be going yellow.
Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of debris around the track, I believe.
I don't know what to say. I don't see anything out there right now. But Mr. NASCAR, do you have any concerns for going yellow?
I have my wife made me a pork chop, and I kind of need to take a bite.
So we have to go yellow so you can eat a pork chop?
Do you mind?
All right, we're going yellow. We're yellow.
Pork chop yellow.
Right, cool. Thank you so much. Thank
pork
you guys.
chop yellow.
Pork chop yellow.
Yep.
And that erases Josh Chin's lead. Oh no.
Oh, sorry,
bummer,
Josh.
Oh.
But it's like it's got like rosemary on it, Josh. It's really good. It's really good.
Okay, well.
I do want to point out that Carl Kikis, I think is how you say it, and Owens, that might be 3 Yoshi-themed trucks in the top 10.
Wow. All right. So while we're waiting,
awesome.
while we're waiting for the field to pack up, let's put a call out to Matt Brabham.
Yeah, see how he's doing.
See how he's doing on his here in his big debut here.
It's just outside the top 10, back in 11th place right now.
We'll see if he takes the call here.
It's delicious. I'm telling you.
Is it worth it?
Worth the yellow?
Are you proud of yourself?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. It's taking a while to hook up here. I don't know what's going on with this call. All right. We may not be doing this. I don't know what's going on.
Well, I could just pretend to be Matt Brown.
Good eye.
Hey.
Eye.
Cry.
Oh, here we go.
Crazy, mate. Yeah.
Hello?
Matt Brabham.
Hey guys, how's it going?
How are you doing?
How are we? Yeah.
Could be better. Could be better, but I'm having a blast. I've been sent out of space one time already, but other than that, I've had a pretty clean race.
So you already had one bad incident, but you're still on this lead lap. You're only 1 second back now, and you never know where the ramps might change direction. So I don't see any reason to think you're not still in this. And there might be a yellow at say the 28-minute mark. Also, just so you know.
Jumpy. Yeah, I'm learning the rules as I go, but do I get all my laps back now?
Well, you're looks like you're still on the lead lap, so you don't have to worry. But we do have a process to give some laps back. Normally we reserve them for the best paint job, but we might also reserve them for the best pro driver in the field.
Well, luckily I'm the only one.
You're right. All right.
No, it's been fun. I got caught out. I was in a bit of a slipstream battle, and everyone was avoiding something down the straight, and I didn't see it, and I went straight into a jump full throttle, and I think I ended up in one of the high rises. So
nice. Very good. Expensive real estate out there, so be careful with that.
All right. Well,
We are good to go on wave buys when you guys are ready.
Gotcha.
All right, race
All right.
control.
All right.
Matt, we'll get back with you a little bit later, but keep it up out there. You're just outside the top 10. You can do this. We believe in you.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, appreciate it.
All right. See you, man.
Yeah.
All right. So Lee, we will go to our first car lap down when you get a chance, and we'll see what we got here. So the object here, Mr. NASCAR Chasm, is to give wave buys to paint jobs that we like. Usually that involves tributes to you, our guests, or our sponsors, which includes Patrick Lindsay's tribute to Trading Paints, which is, of course,
run into massively under yellow.
Man, what did he do?
Yeah.
So I would say, well, let's take a look at the profile, but this looks like a car we'll let go, don't you think?
Yeah, it's one of our partners, but also it's got Valvoline like colors to it, so
exactly. All right, so Patrick Lindsay in the number 9 gets a wave by. Patrick Lindsay in the number 9 gets a wave by. Let's move over to I believe Tyler Tucker is next. I mean,
yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
I want to see the side of it though. I got to see the side of this.
All right,
beautiful
we'll go to
thing.
the left side of the car.
Yeah.
Truck.
Man. What was the quote? Talent doesn't matter if you work hard or something?
Yeah, something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You can't keep that sexy beast in the back of the field, man. Send that thing front.
Yeah,
that's
all
absolutely right.
Tyler Tucker in
Absolutely.
the 22 is getting a wave around. Tyler Tucker in the 22 is getting a wave around.
Beautiful.
And I think in all this shuffle, Ryan Ziegler got skipped over there. He was upside down under yellow,
So we'll take
but he is one lap down ahead of Tyler Tucker.
Okay, so that is Ryan Ziegler in this Barbie car. It does have Valvoline and Trading Paints. Let's look at one of the sides.
Continental on the front. Yeah.
I'm good with it. Are you?
Yeah, why not?
All
Sure.
right. Ryan
Yeah.
Ziegler in the number 40 gets a wave around. Ryan Ziegler in the number 40 gets a wave around. All right, Michael Rennick in the old it's
a
Miller
Miller
MGD GTP tribute.
Yeah, it's got an I was inverted on the front, upside down, which is fantastic.
Yep.
Continental Acura Trading Paints, absolutely.
I'm all on board. So Michael Rennick get in the number 113. Michael Rennick in the 113 will get a wave around. Noah Wheeler in the NASA theme number 30. Okay. So I don't know if you can see it from your angles, but on the hood here, it says NASA, and it says one small step for podcasting, one giant dumb leap over a Nissan.
Yep.
I think, and I could be wrong, I think that's us on his roof as astronauts.
Okay.
I don't think we have an angle. Oh, and we got Space
look at those
Corgis.
mud flaps.
Let's go back to the back because I think we got Corgi mud flaps, Space Corgi mud flaps.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And AAR stickers, All American Racers,
that's cool.
who's just up the street, to be honest.
Yep.
So,
locally based to Long Beach. That's
all right.
great.
So Noah Wheeler's getting a wave around. Noah Wheeler in the number 30 is getting a wave around.
With
Noah
RaceX
Wheeler.
sponsorship. I like that.
Yeah. All right, Matthew Struckman. Let's take a look.
Says keep on trucking.
All right, wrong car manufacturer on the front.
Yeah, already out on the truck.
What do you? Let's take a look at the side. Let's see if we're missing something. Lil Red Express truck. NASCAR Chasm. What do you think?
Well,
because we're out.
Nah, I'm sorry, man.
All right, he stays.
I'm just not feeling it. By the way, does this caution last for the entire pork chop?
How much you got left?
Just a couple more bites.
Let's go to the next
make
truck.
it into a pork chop sandwich.
I totally could.
Steve Lubender. For some reason, the camera's blacked out. I don't know why, but Steve Lubender's. Is he?
because he's
upside down.
Oh.
He's getting a wave around. Steve Lubender in that beautiful NASCAR Chasm Menards tribute.
Oh, he's
27.
Yep.
He's winning. Send him up.
Steve Lubender in the 27 got a wave around. Steve Lubender in the 27 got a wave around. And we got Zach LaFerge in the Girdmobile. That is a Suck It Cameron with the suit Nazi up front, which I'm in on. Let's take a look at the side. I need to see the work. Oh, and more chicken sandwich tributes.
Yeah.
Zach LaFerge in the 29 is getting a wave around. Zach LaFerge in the 29 is getting a wave around. I think Tyler, where are we on time?
We are going green this time, so wave buys are done.
All right, so that's going to call it for, but that's all the cars that were a lap down, so that works out.
Yeah, perfect.
All right, so now that things are cycling through, somehow...
Yeah, we've had a big change of position. Josh Chin's back in 10th, and Pinkerton's your leader.
Now, here's the thing. It is possible, so we noticed this in yesterday's practice race. Some of the trucks were having fuel issues. They were running out of fuel at the end. Now, it was a 30-minute race, not a 40. Yeah. So I don't know Josh's tactic, but it is possible he refueled, maybe?
Okay.
Which would be clever.
Can Lee tell if he's been in the pit lane?
I don't know.
Joshua Chin has been in pit lane and was in there for 47 seconds.
So he fueled, I would say.
Yeah, that's probably probably fair.
He's not the only one. I do see a number of drivers who perhaps have visited pit lane.
Okay.
Some of those could have been earlier for tows, I guess.
Sure.
Right.
Okay, that's pretty clever because it seemed about 30 minutes was the fuel window yesterday. So with 25 minutes remaining, it's not a bad way to go.
Yeah, and if you're expecting another yellow, Steve Lubender just crashed under yellow in the hairpin, and he's stuck on his side. What was that?
I don't know, but now we're going green. We are now green.
And now we've got somebody's going down the track on 2 wheels.
All right, so Andrew Pinkerton here at the midway point of the race. We have 24 minutes remaining. Again, winning is nice, but really the top 10 is what you want if you want to advance to next week's World Final. This is it for many people that don't finish in the top 10. They won't be able to join us next week in our big finale. So it is everything to play for. Chasm, how's the sandwich?
Oh, it's done actually. The pork chop is complete. We're good to go, man. Sorry about the caution, but I needed to concentrate on that.
Well, I think one driver that's pretty excited about it would be Matt Brabham, who is now up to P5 from P4 when he was 11th on that restart. So he's loving your pork chop sandwich for you.
You're welcome, Matthew Brabham.
Yeah.
Did you know? Actually, I'm not sure if you remember it. Matthew Brabham actually drove me around IMS once. Oh. Yeah. At some sort of appearance kind of thing. Yeah, they were doing laps in a pace car. And,
very cool.
Yeah.
So if anyone were to mess with Matthew Brabham, they might get a snipe, is what you're saying.
Precisely.
Okay.
Or Lavender.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah, who crashed himself. He's his own worst nightmare.
Well, then can we snipe the laws of physics? I mean, seriously, they're my enemy, man.
Yeah.
All right.
On board here at Garrett Conrad. I want to give a shout out to Mario Carini, who is running P6. He's by far our youngest entered driver. Probably the only teenager in the field, actually.
Yep, there he is on his roof. Commentators curse, but they're trying to help him.
Commentators curse.
They're trying to help him. Oh, he's back on he's back on all four. He didn't lose that much, maybe 5 or 6 positions, but the big thing is he didn't have to tow, so he's still in the thick of it.
Yep. Yeah. Now we still got a ways to go here. Not even at the halfway point on time.
Now, where are the ramps? Are they rolling out? Let's see where the ramps might be positioning themselves. Let's see if we can look for Tyler.
I think we're about to start seeing them here.
Yeah, they should be showing up here. We'll give it a minute, but we'll see where the ramps might have placed themselves. There they are, right outside of the fountain. And so, interesting strategy. It seems like some people are able to bury the nose and just move them. Oh,
there we go.
There we go. And
those things are just like the rodeo clowns of the iRacing event, man.
Correct.
They're just there to be, demolished.
Exactly right. Just take them down.
Now, the key to the ramping is that, of course, they may not be in the same place at the same time. So, like right there coming out of, I believe that is turn 6. The exit of the corner is an interesting place to be. As you can see, this is kind of a blind corner, so they may not know that they're there when they're turning in.
Right, and if you're bumper to bumper with another truck, you have no idea what they're about to see.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now, Matt Brabham has just taken the lead. Mm-hmm. So that is an impressive drive through the field from a guy that not that long ago, as Steve Lubender goes flying through the air. Matt Brabham not that long ago was outside of the top 10, and now he's got a 2-second lead.
All it took was a pork chop.
That's right. Oh, bad incident on the back straight there.
Now, we will remind you that the top 10 advance to next week's World Final. However, some of the folks racing are already in the World Final, so there are no extra spots available. So if 5 people or Matt Brabham were to take a top 10 position, they're just taking it away from somebody in the World Final, and that's fine by us.
Yeah, pit lane's reporting that Josh Chin had to take a tow.
Oh, no!
So you hate to see it.
You do.
You hate to see it.
Well, we'll see if he gets a wave around should we go yellow again. You never know.
You never know, but right
Travis
through the flowers.
Wall through the flowers. Here we go. This is going to get interesting. Oh, interesting weakness some of them have found in terms of just going nose to nose with the ramps.
Yeah, it's like sometimes you can drive through them if you hit it just the right way.
So that is, we're watching Travis Wall. That is Jeffrey Sykes right behind him, I believe, who's coming in and out of our picture. But here they go into, I believe that is turn 6. And on the exit here were some ramps. Let's see if they get through it. Nope, the ramps are gone. So where did they go?
Yeah, are they going to be out here in turn 8 on the back straight?
Here we go. They go into turn 7.
Yeah, big slide there for Jeffrey Wall.
There's ramps.
Oh, yeah. And they kind of all got through there pretty good, so the race is going to continue.
Yep, and I imagine
this is an awesome battle.
And where are the ramps? Here we go, right into turn 8. You see them all braking heavy.
Big break. Oh, Jeffrey Sykes shoved one of the trucks right over. We got another set of jumps.
Made it. Oh, wow. Well done, Jeff.
Yeah, it looked like Owens had a pretty good job there getting it off the wall as well.
And Matthew Brabham fell back in that process. He's now down to P7 from P1 down to P7 in just a half a lap.
I need another pork chop.
We'll wait a few minutes.
Yeah. Oh, a lot of chaos happening here. Now, Matt Brabham, did he pit in an out livery? That's cool. Did he pit or did he get caught up in
something? I don't know. Lee, I don't know if you have access to his info, if he was there for an extended time or not, if he even went to the pits. He might have just taken that long to recover from what.
Yeah.
He has been in the pits, but yeah, I'm not sure if I don't know if it was on this lap.
Okay, so he was in the pits, but we don't know if that was to refuel or to take a tow.
Yeah, he is currently P9 and working his way back into the top 10 here, so good battle taking place. Looks like he's getting a little bit of pressure from, I want to say that's Tyler Tucker, but the livery's not the one from earlier, so I'm not sure. Might be a lap car, but battle's happening all around the track there, Chasm. How you doing over there, bud?
Oh, doing spectacular, man. This is everything I had hoped it would be and more. I'm actually, as we speak, I'm fielding text messages from my aunt.
Oh, okay.
Saying, "Oh, how cool! You're on a race truck." And I had to be like, well, yeah, it's it's a virtual, see, like right there.
Right.
Oh God, Steve, thank you for trying, man. It's a virtual race truck, but she doesn't have to know that.
Sure.
And there was actually a funnier one earlier, because when you put out the tweet saying, hey, NASCAR Cast is going to be on, I put out a tweet something like, is this, I'm assuming this is a no profanity broadcast,
It is a no profanity broadcast, yes, sir. Continental is also on this.
Yes, exactly. That's why I asked. But I put out a tweet saying, like, oh, I've been invited to the most beautiful S show, and I can't wait. And my dad actually texted me and said, hey, I heard something about an S show going on. What's this about?
Nothing.
I was like, oh, man. He kind of, Dad checks in every now and then to Twitter,
Yeah.
Now, if you go to NASCAR Chasm's Twitter account, you should be following him if you're not already. But his headline photo is the Steve Lubender truck turning into what looks like turn 1 at Long Beach. So that's amazing.
And it will be for eternity, man. I can't. I cannot thank him enough. So
That's so great.
It's beautiful, man. It's art, like I said.
All right, so like we said,
had a few guys at the front just going to pit lane just for your info, guys.
Oh,
Jeffrey Sykes, Jason Owens, Patrick Lindsay, all in there.
So this is, like we talked about with that fuel window, this is probably their one stop that they'll have to make. And it's honestly, from a strategy standpoint, not a bad assumption, because if you can stop under green now and kind of find yourself back in the field, should we have a second yellow and other people duck in, you'll go right past them. So, like we talked about earlier, if you have any questions for Mr. NASCAR Chasm and his illustrious career, you can go to youtube.com/dinnerwithracerstv and you'll find this live feed. Ask some questions. We might have a few to pass on. If you're watching this on the Continental Tire or Dinner with Racers Facebook feeds, keep watching. We won't see those. And same thing with the Twitch. But Ryan, what's going on in the chat?
Yeah, it sounds like Matt Brabham made his way back up to P5. He's only 2 seconds behind Farrell. Mario Carini is up to P3, and we saw him upside down as well. So a lot of stuff going on there. A lot of birthday love for Andrew Barca and some love for the fans of the Yoshi liveries. Ant Chasm is the name that the chat room's come up with, so that's good.
Yeah.
But and then Caleb Whistler, I'm assuming he's asking you. He wants to know if you've ever been to Gatlinburg.
To Gatlinburg, Tennessee? Yes, I have. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. I enjoy it quite a bit. When I was there, I purchased a shirt with a bear on it, just a giant bear face. The entire shirt is a bear face. And, where else but Gatlinburg, baby?
Yeah. Chris Knisley wants to know tacos or pizza?
Oh, boy. Why don't you dump a taco on top of a pizza? Why don't you just kill two birds with one stone? But I would have to go pizza, actually. I'm a pizza guy.
Yeah. Ethan Bakeno wants to know if you need a pagoda pick.
No, never throughout time. Can we just finally... I tell you what, man. That thing took on a life of its own, and I'm afraid that, the folks at IMS actually think I don't like the pagoda, and it's like, hey, that's just a weird thing to not like. It's it's just a building, man. It was just a little tweet years ago that said, "Do you ever notice how when someone's here, the first thing they do is post a picture of the pagoda, and then it just took on a life of its own."
Right.
And so yeah. But to answer your question, no, not forever. I don't live far from it, So yeah, I don't need that. But thank you for your consideration. But go away.
Interesting lineup we have here going into effectively the last couple corners. I believe this is between turns 8 and 9.
Yeah.
We've got a pretty good little stack up of cars.
Nice set of ramps there.
Yeah. Lane Walker doing his best to hold the brakes and keep everybody from coming around. That's Lane Walker, one of our volunteer ramps, who's a previous race winner. He's in the final.
Yeah, shout out to, as we see Matt Brabham having a little bit of trouble there.
What's going on with Matt? Why is he stuck? There we go. He's got it back down.
Well, I mean, he's not going to have to worry about the one truck that just rolled over him. We see Stu Lubender doing a nice little juke there. He's like, nope, psych! Definitely learned that from NASCAR Chasm.
That's my boy. Yeah, exactly. I tell you what, I've tried iRacing once, and it went as miserable as you can expect.
Now, Josh Chin is back in, but Matt Brab's still upside down that same...
It would be weird if we went yellow right now.
Well, is that going to screw him?
I don't... no, because if he had to tow, it would be a slower field.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. Chasm, what do you think? Is there a reason to go yellow?
I didn't...
We've gone yellow.
We're yellow.
Okay.
But why? Why, Chasm?
I need to... I kind of want to check the IU basketball score really quick.
Oh, okay. So we went yellow so you could check the IU basketball score.
Okay, thanks.
Yep. Okay,
I got you. I would have another pork chop, but I'm trying to... trying to cut down. Oh, wow. They're leading Ohio State by 4 points. Pretty cool. Okay.
Tyler,
excellent.
What was going on? Tyler, I think you said something. Maybe I'm wrong.
No,
I was just announcing the yellow to the field and pressed the wrong button.
I got you. That'll happen.
No worries.
That's why we got rid of you.
Looked like some of the ramps are having a hell of a battle back there.
I like how it appears how the ramps are now out for revenge. They've decided who they like and who they don't.
It looked like they were kind of fighting back a little bit. Like, no, I'm going to make sure you don't go by.
The ramps do actually have a directive to attempt to flip trucks over if the opportunity presents itself.
Okay.
The right way up to help the trucks who are stuck.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Tyler knew it from Race Control. That's chiming in. Just like in Formula One, we had the live broadcast to Race Control, which everybody seems to like.
Exactly.
It's called motor racing, Toto. Yes.
Here we go.
All right, so we have 12 minutes left in the race. We are under yellow. We will do another round of wave buys. Actually, all the way down to P12 is a lap down. So some of these folks getting their laps back might have a pretty big influence on the final because, again, you want to be in the top 10 to transfer. Right now, all the way down to 11th are the only cars on the lead lap. So if, let's say, 9 or 10 more cars got their laps back, that would make this final very interesting.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like Matt Brabham, who might not want to do the final, he could get in that top 10 again and take a spot away from somebody. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
So we'll take a look and see what happens here once we're Once we're good, the other thing to consider is we set the time of the race to basically coincide with the sunset. So it will not go pitch black, but you can see the sun setting there. So
beautiful.
As it gets darker for these guys in the trucks, look at that. As it gets darker for the folks in the trucks, it might be harder to see the ramps unless they flash their headlights. And if they flash their headlights, it might blind them. There's a lot of things going on. A lot of ins, a lot of outs.
A lot of what have yous?
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is so much better than Free Jack, Sean.
You shut
How
your mouth.
dare you.
How dare you. What I appreciated was that we put out the tweet promoting Free Jack, and knowing full well there were 6 people that would get the reference.
So we have a question for NASCAR Chasm. What's the most extreme negative reaction a fan has had to one of your tweets?
Oh.
Most extreme negative reaction. I'm trying to think here. I've gotten, I've had in the past 1 or 2 like persistent haters who just respond to everything. You suck. You're terrible.
Yeah.
Blah.
I'm sorry.
And it's it's okay, Sean. It's like I knew it was your burner, so it's all right.
Yeah.
It's
called
no worries. Yeah. But I have I forget what happened earlier on. Like early in the Twitter career, I said something that made a driver's, I think it was a cruel, stupid joke. I don't remember the details of it, but I made a driver's wife mad.
Yes!
And responded and like really let me have it. And it's there wasn't pride on my part. There was like, oh, so that's where the line is. Okay, cool. Alrighty.
Okay.
So yeah, it was something like that. And again,
awesome.
Sean probably a burner.
Yeah, and I assume you're aware of some of the temperaments. Like certain drivers you can go further with than others, and you probably toe that line pretty well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And then I mean, and when you mention something like that, that's when I have to. Basically, I declared 2022 the year of Tyler Reddick. This is the year of Reddick.
We are good to go for wave buys.
All right, so we will stop this fascinating conversation about your career, and we will look at some cars. Oh, that's Brian Stilley. He's got an Underbird on the front, which I already like. Flying brick. Let's take a look at the side. General Tires. Kieran F for Jack. With Jack.
Oh,
Valvoline.
Nice.
All right, Brian Stilley in the 43 is getting a wave around. Brian Stilley in the 43 is getting a wave around.
Great number.
All right, Noah Wheeler. We'll give him another wave round. So Noah Wheeler in the number 30.
Number 30.
Yep.
Number 30. Yeah.
Number 30. What is that? Oh, that's a banana phone on Dinesh Ramaswamy.
Oh, yeah.
Throwing it back. I like it.
Oh, I haven't seen Dinesh in a minute. That's great.
Uncle Bobby's truck jumping service instead of plane.
Yep.
Respect.
Oh.
Yeah, he's
That's
throwing
great.
it back. All right, Dinesh Ramasar in the number 35 is getting a wave around. Well done, Dinesh.
Yeah, great livery.
Dinesh Ramasar 35. Carl Kikis in the 20 is getting the Yoshi DWR tribute truck. So Carl Kikis in the number 20. Carl Kikis in the number 20 gets a wave around.
Yep. It's got a little Yoshi on the side of it.
Kenneth Parcher in the 57.
Yeah, definitely.
Why would we give the Continental truck a wave around?
He will not get one.
Kenneth Parcher in the 57 is absolutely getting a wave around, unless he ruins himself here. Kenneth Parcher in the 57. Kenneth Parcher in the 57. Matthew Struckman, 9.
9.
No.
Yep. Big no. Yep. I got nothing for you.
Yeah. Matthew Brabham, it may not be our livery, but Matty Brabham's in the 83. It's gone black for some reason. But Matthew Brabham in the 83 is going to get a wave around. So Matthew Brabham in the 83 gets a wave around. I'm
pretty sure he's running his livery from the series. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So fine. And for some reason, it's gone black.
He might be upside down.
I'm just trying to get off the car. I'm stuck on him, I'm afraid.
Oh, there we go. He might be stuck on a wall somewhere. Maybe that's part of the problem.
He might be inside a fence. Yeah.
I think he's upside down. I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
There he is.
Oh, okay. That was some like serious Sopranos finale vibes here.
Yeah.
And it's over.
Apparently, if you switch to a driver who's in the ground, you can't change off that driver. I've never had to discover that before. So thanks to you guys.
Hey,
we've now
another DWR first.
Our live feed is your beta test.
That's right. What's going on in the chat, Ryan?
What's going on in the chat, Ryan? We're going to switch cameras.
Yeah. Kira Sage is saying that she's been blocked by Jim Glickenhaus on Twitter.
Oh, no.
For asking a question. So
that's too bad.
Yeah, that's and then there's a couple of people saying that they've been blocked by Jim Utter. Good times.
Oh, okay.
Just a couple?
Yeah, just a couple. Yeah.
Yeah, he's prolific in that regard, but hey,
Yep. Good stuff.
Oh well.
Good stuff.
So I think that was the end of our one lappers then, because Kaufman is 2 laps down. So
Okay, that's fine.
Wheeler
I'm
was the
still on
last
a
one.
black screen, by the way. Should I reset? Keep it yellow. Keep it yellow if you can, and it's not gonna. If we can still get a green flag, let's keep it yellow. Lee, I'm still black. Are you?
No, I'm back on cameras.
Oh no!
I don't know why you're
I've
black
got.
on the grid.
Oh, now I'm good. We're back. Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
we're back. We're back.
All right, Tyler, we can go green now.
That's good because we're going green.
Oh, okay.
All right, great.
All right. 4 minutes and change, about 4.5 minutes by the time we go green. People are on.
They're
We're
wrecking
not
in the
even
last
green,
turn.
guys. What are you doing?
It's a green
What are
flag.
you doing?
You don't even need jumps.
No, apparently we just need our fans.
Yeah. Look at this restart, though. This is a heck of a battle down into turn 1.
And again, top 10 is what you need. We have 15 cars still on the lead lap. Is that Josh Chin going for it in turn 1?
It is. It is.
Oh no! What's gonna happen? All right.
4 wide behind him.
Josh Chin going for the lead. Andrew Pinkerton, P2. Jeff Sykes, P3. Patrick Lindsay, P4. Zach Lewis, P5.
Now, there's only about 5 minutes left in the race. It's going to take them a lap or two to get to the ramps.
Exactly. So it's a good
this
chance.
Is Josh's chance.
Yeah, if you're Josh Chin, you need to be building that gap. Oh no! No, Wheeler's on his roof.
Wheeler! Back right into Ian Farrell, blocked the road. Great move.
That's not going to do well for Noah. He's going to have a hard time getting to the final now.
No, definitely not. We have a fan question. It's a great point. What about the snipe?
We do have the opportunity for the snipe, and in fact, with 3.5 minutes to go, it's a great time to call it.
Yeah.
Mr. Kazim, anything you've seen worth sniping?
The problem I've had is that the only thing I've seen cause issues for my boy Steve Lavender is the laws of physics.
Yeah.
So I can't really snipe that. So
Okay.
I mean, is it required to use it, or can
No.
I just keep it in my pocket because I'm a really nice guy?
You
know
can
that.
keep it in your pocket, but I will say, with 3 minutes left and Josh Chin leading, I would just put out the reminder to our ramps and our co-drivers that Josh Chin cannot win.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Chin can't win. That's the deal.
Chin can't win.
Yeah.
I'm just weighing the
new
merits
t-shirt.
and the merits and the ethics of a gentleman who I've never met, who I'm sure is a very nice guy, and I'm just gonna show up, me and nobody from Twitter, and ruin his day.
Yeah, we're okay with it.
Go ahead and do it.
All right, Josh Chin,
Yeah.
the snipe has been
Josh-
called. He's leading.
Yeah.
We know what this means.
Yeah.
Will this last chance qualifier be the final chance for Josh to win? Again, if he gets in the top 10, he can take himself to the final. As we talked about earlier, I don't know if I was Josh, if leading, knowing the likelihood to be sniped, I don't know that I'd want to be leading when, like P4, you'd be under the radar and advancing to the final.
Yeah, he's got pressure from Andrew Pinkerton, who's only 7/10 behind him, and they've got a 4-second lead over Jeff Sykes. So keep your pressure on. You know, if you give up now, Pinkerton's definitely heard the snipe. He's always listening in, and he's a bit of a tryhard when it comes to this stuff. So it's a good chance he'll try to go for it.
Exactly. In fact, he's such a tryhard. I believe we've had a snipe called on him.
Right.
Per Bill Riley, I believe.
That's right.
So we'll see what happens. But these two have raced really closely before. I believe it was our first season of doing this in NASCAR at Detroit. These two had at it. Uh-oh, what's going on there?
Who's it? Traffic coming out!
But it failed. What happened? Was that
missed.
Noah?
He missed.
I think Noah missed. I don't know what that was.
Oh, God, here
we
it
go.
comes.
Here we
got
go. It's the
ramps
final
up
2
front
minutes, and we
straight.
got the front stretch ramps.
Oh, cleared
Here
the
we
first
go.
one pretty well. I think he lost the lead to Pinkerton.
And who's
rolled
that?
it.
He's
He
on his
rolled
roof.
Oh.
It's
He rolled it
over.
on his own.
Ah, poor Josh Chin. You hate to see it.
You hate to see it.
All right, we have 1 minute and 12 to go. I think, well, we have one more lap to go. I'm not sure. Well, no, we're doing minute 40 lap times. This is probably the final lap. Is that correct, Lee?
Yeah.
So, last lap.
Yep, this is the last lap.
Now, Andrew Pinkerton has a pretty big lead. Looks like Steve Lubender's right there, but a couple laps down. So, Andrew Pinkerton, your leader by 6 seconds, Steve Lubender, if you get what I'm saying.
Now, here on the last lap, top 10 is what you want. So, Jonathan Taylor Tammy is in that cutoff spot to make next week's World Final. Josh Chin is the next car behind him. knowing Josh Chin's talent, if I was one of these competitors, I would not want Josh to make the cutoff. So
Snipe's not over.
Yeah, Snipe's not over,
Yeah.
but he's going to have his work cut out for him. Brian Stilley now into P11. Jonathan Taylor Tammy, 1 second. 1 second separates Jonathan Taylor Tammy and Brian Stilley from that cutoff spot. Well, now it's 59 seconds. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, well, meanwhile, we got Mario Carini, young teenage sensation out of Wisconsin, is running P9. He might make it into the top 10 here.
And where's Andrew? Where's Andrew as we get to the final here? We're getting to the final couple corners. Here comes Andrew. So this is for the win, but everybody's lined up on the main straight.
Remember, he's got those ramps he's going to have to deal with here.
So this is it. Everybody's going to go onto the main straight. You've got, I believe, 8 ramps lined up to screw up your day.
Big speed. He goes right through that one. He got so lucky with that. And, he's in the air. He's
over.
But he's back. He's got to go again. He's got one more ramp to clear.
That's Matt Brabham, P2.
Matt Brabham coming for him.
No, Matt's stuck in the wall.
He clears it. He clears it.
Andrew Pinkerton takes the win. Let's see what happens for P10. Let's keep it down there. So
Yeah,
that
Matt
is
Brabham's
Ian
a lap
Farrell.
down, so...
Jonathan Taylor Tammy, currently P9. Brian Stilley, P10.
Yeah, not sure what was going on there, but...
So this is the cutoff.
Yeah, we've got a ramp that's racing the field. So Brian Stilley's all by himself. Let's see if we can look at Carini and Conrad there. Let's just go to the front straight if we can.
Yeah, let's go back to the front if we can. Maybe focus on one of the ramps to see how they finish this off. That's Mario Carini.
Yeah.
Here we go to the front.
Mario's
Is that it?
coming home.
So
Looks
that's
like
over.
he's gonna
All right.
Yeah.
So top 7 have all finished. Now it's Garrett Conrath and Brian Stilley. Here we go. That's Ben Cox trying to make it to the end.
Oh, doing a little bit of a slalom move there, trying to get through the middle.
But Garrett Conrath is next. Is this Garrett right here? I think that might be Garrett. Oh, that's Garrett right there. So Garrett's not going to make it.
Upside down.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I think that was Carl Kikas who made it. Brian Stilley is finished. Okay, so we have 8 now down. We have 2 more spots left to go. Carl Kikas there, P10. Carl Kikas. Again, you got to cross the line to get in that top 10.
Oh, Tim George is upside down.
Oh, no. Is Carl Kikas going to make it? We might not have 10 finishers.
Go.
There we go.
Do it.
Oh.
Come on. You got this. He's getting some help from a GTP car.
All right, we'll see what happens.
Oh, flat out.
Wow.
What's
we'll
happening?
see. I don't know. We still haven't had 10 finishers.
No.
Carl Kikas is trying to get there.
Carl Kikas, what are you doing?
Brian
is he helping Jonathan and Tammy?
I don't know what's happening. You got to cross the line. Carl Kikas, you got to cross the line. What are you doing? Is he out of gas? No.
He might be out of gas. I thought he was trying to help Jonathan Tammy.
So that's the line.
Tammy.
I don't know what's happening. Lee, do you know what's happening?
I think
I
it's
have
over.
no clue. I've seen Conrad and Cooks cross the line, but checkered flag isn't shown.
So-
So.
Do I have time for another pork chop?
I can only tell you what I see on my iRacing timing, but it appears as though Conrad and Farrell are scored a lap down in 9th and 10th.
What happened?
So
okay.
So it appears as though the top 10 have finished with 8 trucks on the lead lap.
All right. I'll take your word for that.
I could be wrong though. That's how confident I am in my race control.
All right. Well, I think we have a finish. We'll take your word for it. So we'll assume what we're looking at as our top 10 as the actual top 10.
Yeah, sure.
Interesting. All right. So Andrew Pinkerton wins. We know this for a fact.
Yeah. Make sure you hit record or save.
Yeah. All ramps, please record. Save your replays, all ramps, so we can get some audio out of that because that's interesting.
Yeah. It's going to be fine. All right.
All right. So that's it.
What'd you think, man?
It was everything I had hoped for. The both times I've joined this, it's basically, like someone invites you over and you walk in and like the room's on fire. That's basically what it is. It is that fun.
Fantastic.
Excellent.
Yeah, and the pork chop was great.
All right. So I think we have official final results here. We'll pull it up once we know it's official. But it does look like Jonathan Taylor Tammy there finished 11th. He will miss the world final. Although he might be qualified. I don't remember. It's 35 people. Yeah.
Sure.
Whatever this is going on right now, I'm totally for it.
Yeah, this is the post-race celebrations.
Yeah,
this is if
DWR staple.
Yeah, this is like Hamlin, like getting into Bowman at Martinsville on roids, basically.
Yep.
This is
Yep.
insane.
Exactly. All right, it is official. All right, so Andrew Pinkerton with the win, Jason Owens P2, Jeff Sykes P3, Patrick Lindsay P4, Travis Wall P5, then Mario Carini, Brian Stillery, Zach Lewis, and just eking in even a lap down, in other words, taking advantage of the chaos in front of them, was Garrett Conrath and Ian Farrell. You know who didn't make it, Brian?
Man, Josh Chin.
Josh Chin, P16. 2 laps down suddenly.
I had hopes. I had high hopes. I thought it was going to be like seeing the Washington Generals finally win.
Yeah, I think Josh Chin was stuck on the front straight from the moment he rolled over. I don't think he ever got it back.
Yeah. And so he lost 2 laps in that process. Well, there you go.
Yeah. Awesome. Steve Lubender writes in that he's lost so much money on his Josh Chin bet.
Should we should we call Matt Brabham?
Yeah, let's call Matt Brabham and let these two guys get going.
Yeah, let's wait, what happened in my text? Oh, there we go. All right. Let's call Matt Brabham.
Clear shelf space for the sports semi. Just is this going to happen?
Hey guys.
Well,
hey,
how was it?
It was definitely crazy.
Yeah,
it was mayhem.
You missed the top 10, sadly.
Man, I'm still laughing at some of the stuff I saw for sure.
All right. So, how does this compare to the real Jumpy truck at Long Beach?
Like the race
that
I just did then was pretty damn wild. I mean, I don't think it compares to any super truck races that I've done where people have actually ended up flying through into the crowd and into the pond.
I got you.
On the inside of the pits there and all kinds of stuff. No, I haven't seen that in a real super truck race. I definitely say there's a bit more mayhem in that one for sure.
Now, the yellows that we had, did they feel more, less, or equally arbitrary?
I think they were great. I mean, they definitely feel like the super truck yellows. I just think we should have inverted the field maybe. Then it would be right on with what super truck racing is like. But it's so when you got crazy stuff happening like that and jumps and like racing when there's no consequence for contact, you need those yellows because you just never know what was going to happen. I think I was on my roof like 2 times, which I think Eversley is quite attuned to that. Didn't you roll over and still finish like on the podium or something in a super truck race in real life?
Yeah, that's right. Yep,
that's right. So you need it.
Like they can do it for sure. Yeah. Well, we appreciate you coming out. Are you going to be racing in the stadium trucks again this year?
I'm going to try to do some races, but I actually have some stuff that should be announced in the next coming week or so. So I might be a little too busy to race super trucks, but I'll try and do everything I can.
That's awesome. That's great to hear. Let all the fans know where they can follow you. What are your social tags?
So my social media on everything is just Matty Brabs, MATTYBRABS, and that's across the board. Only thing I don't have is a TikTok, but who knows? Maybe one day.
No,
well,
you're
you
over
and NASCAR
25.
Chasm get together and figure it out. Yeah,
We got it all set up, straight, figured out.
Well, thank you so much for having me, guys. That was a lot of fun. You guys do this every Thursday? Like, what is this? I want to be a part of this more often. This is fun.
You're too late. You can join us next week at the World Final.
I'll watch.
Next week is our final event, and you're absolutely free to join us. In fact, we'll use you as our opportunity to announce what the World Final is going to be. So we have an affinity for the Honda TCR car, as I'm sure you can imagine, the Honda Civic Type R. And when you think of glamorous road courses, what comes top of your mind?
Glamorous?
Glamorous.
In my mind, Monaco.
Okay.
Well, this is like the Monaco of the Midwest.
Exactly. It's the Kansas Roval, sir.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to, there's a Buffalo. There's a Buffalo Wild Wings and a TGI Fridays, I believe.
There's a casino.
Yeah. What do you want?
AAA baseball field.
That's all the racing sorted for the night then.
Exactly.
Yep.
So the World Final is going to be heat racing. That's right, heat racing with Honda Civic Type R TCR cars at the Kansas Roval. And believe it or not, based on testing, it's actually phenomenal racing. So you want to join us?
I mean, I couldn't say no, but I don't want to take anyone's spot. I don't
You're
mind
not.
someone
You're
getting
not.
and watching
We
it
have room for
too,
pros.
so.
We have room for pros. So
yeah, we'll figure something out.
Yeah, but we'd love to have you. You're certainly welcome. I think your friend Stefan might join us as well. So a lot of opportunities.
Awesome. Yeah, sounds fun. You guys put on a good show. It was definitely an awesome event, so appreciate it.
Cool.
Cheers.
All right,
Thanks,
sir.
Matt. We appreciate your time, man.
And look forward to the announcement.
All right. Cheers, mate. Thanks, guys.
All right, and on that note, we're almost done. We'll do a couple of interviews and whatnot. But Mr. NASCAR Chasm,
SD.
what'd you think?
Again, you guys like put on these events that like literally leave me speechless. Like I said, when you explain the format, I'm like, yeah, this is going to be a nightmare, an awesome nightmare. It's these races. Are you familiar with the term Schadenfreude, Sean?
I am, but go on, explain it to me like I'm an idiot.
That's what these are. That's what these races are. It's deriving enjoyment from the pain of others, and that's absolutely what these things are. And this is what racing truly should be, I think.
Do you see that aquarium to the lower right?
Yeah.
That's not an aquarium.
Really?
No, that is a sports arena.
We sit on top of it.
Yeah. I'm just pointing that out. I just because it was there, I was like,
is that even a Hyatt Regency then? Like, I don't know what's real anymore.
Ryan, you stayed at that Hyatt Regency, I believe.
Yeah, I have. And that Hyatt Regency used to be something else, but they used it in the movie Last Action Hero with Schwarzenegger and the kid. Do you remember that one?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's the scene with the crane and the dead mafia guy. He has to like pull his finger to start the bomb.
Oh.
And then they hook him on the crane. He like throws him off the side of the building. That's that hotel.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I've stayed in the I believe it was the True Lies Hotel in downtown LA where he rides the horse into the elevator.
Yeah,
I stayed at that one too. There's just Arnold Schwarzenegger hotels everywhere, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big deal in LA.
Yep. Isn't it, Sean?
Yep. It's if you go to Jamaica, it's nothing but studios where Bob Marley recorded. Doesn't matter if it's true. This is no joke.
Right.
When we went to Jamaica, we found like
Yeah.
45. Like Bob Marley recorded here. Like really? Because he did down the street apparently too, and 2 miles away over there. But it's the same thing with Arnold Schwarzenegger stopping points.
Yes. I mean, you go to any Caribbean island and like based on the T-shirts they're selling, Bob Marley's from there.
Yeah.
It's like St. Thomas, Bob Marley, St. Lucia, Bob Marley. Yeah, he was from all over the Caribbean.
Exactly, and that is what Arnold Schwarzenegger is to us in California.
Right.
Excellent.
Awesome.
He is the Bob Marley of celebrities.
Let's hear it.
That's exactly what it says on this Wikipedia page. I'm checking it. Well,
Yeah.
I will update his Wikipedia page to say Arnold Schwarzenegger, a.k.a. the Bob Marley of Los Angeles, and see how long it takes a moderator to kill that.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate your time. Thanks for coming on. And as always, keep up the good work on social media, right, Sean?
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, I just love the sincerity just dripping out of Sean's voice, man. I appreciate it, best friend.
Mm-hmm. See ya.
And you too, Ryan.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah.
Always
alrighty.
a pleasure. Always a
Alrighty.
pleasure.
Okay.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye.
All right. So, what do you think, Ryan? You want to take a break and come back, or do you want to?
Yeah. If we just do like a quick break and
All
then
right,
we'll
well,
interview our winners.
We will give Lee and Tyler the night off.
Yeah.
We won't make them stick around. So, Lee, you're not bad for your first run. You're like the Marco of iRacing camera switchers. How'd it go for you?
It was good. Like I say, it's this is a good beta testing event for our camera software because it had to deal with situations it's never come across before. So it's that was good for that. No way I can feel Marco's shoes though. He's hugely charismatic guy and important. And obviously you guys don't know because you just see him occasionally, but he did over 750 broadcasts for us in the space of 3 years. Like he's just a machine.
Wow.
So Marco's awesome.
All right, Tyler, big night for you. How'd it go?
I survived, and that's all I could hope for.
Okay. All right. Good. All right, we'll take a couple-minute break here, and we will be back. Looks like we got a race winner and some other folks in the lobby. So we'll be back. There are no additional races going on tonight because this is it. This was the top 10. They're advancing to the World Finals. So we'll do a couple interviews, and that will be it for the night. So stick around for a couple minutes, and we will be right back.
Well, everybody's heard about the
Bird. Bird.
The bird's a winner, well, a bird.
Bird.
Bird is a winner, well, a bird.
Bird.
And the bird is a winner, well, don't you know that?
Bird.
And everybody knows that
Bird.
the winner, well, a bird. The bird is a
Bird.
Don't you know that?
Bird.
Well, everybody knows that the
Bird.
winner, well, a bird. The bird is a winner.
Yo! We're here in Monterey Park, California, and for some reason Acura gave us an NSX again. So we're going to use it to go find the best chicken sandwich in Southern California. Do you need an NSX to do that? No. Like any hungry animal, you're going to travel north to south, which is exactly what we're doing in our Acura NSX. We're headed down to Murrieta, California, because we understand they have several chicken sandwich establishments. Now there's hundreds of chicken sandwich restaurants here in Los Angeles, but if we have an NSX, we might as well drive it somewhere. So Murrieta, California it is.
Chicken, what combo you picking? What can I get for you today?
I'm sorry, wait, what was that?
I said chicken, what combo you picking?
Oh, okay, all right, that's smooth, I like that.
What can I get for you today?
Can we just have 1 second?
Just say chicken when you're done picking. Thank you.
Is this you, or do they make you say that?
It's me.
All right, we're back on. Is Zappy's the same as Raising Cane's?
This isn't bad, but it's not as good as Zapp's.
It's literally the same thing as Zappy's.
I think the chicken and the sauces, but like they have like real sandwiches. This was the only sandwich on the menu was the chicken sandwich.
fingers. Yeah.
See, look, this is literally all I got left is one chicken.
Yeah. No, I don't understand if you're gonna make chicken sandwiches why you don't make a patty.
No.
Yep. Good. It's good. Yep. And there went 2 chicken fingers.
Where?
Into the container. No. Not into the car, but I'm just saying, like, had it been a patty.
So we actually came to Murrieta, California today for an errand we had to run, which is not related to the podcast at all. We figured we'd tie that into finding the best chicken sandwich in Southern California. And when we got here, we found the Mill. And turns out they have a world famous barbecue chicken sandwich.
It's a chicken sandwich.
Thanks a lot.
You too.
Hey, like it? Want to go for a ride?
You kind of want to put it up in the light. It gives you kind of a good sense of the texture, the context.
I like to listen to it.
Okay.
You know, kind of hear that it's blanching properly.
Of course, you always want to make sure you keep it sort of flat with the earth.
Sure. So what Sean's doing is he's going with the tip biting technique.
Just a tip.
Just a tip. Gives you a good idea of what you're in for. How's the broasting?
It's got sort of a smoky, meaty flavor.
Okay.
I would call this sort of very meat forward.
Oh, fair. Yes, of course.
Know?
Gorgeous. The decal to the cut of these fries. Fit for a king. So we had this plan to go eat a bunch of different chicken sandwiches in Southern California. But then we found a mountain road after we went to Murrieta, and we have an NSX. So we basically spent 4 hours driving around the mountains, really enjoying ourselves. So now we are in Huntington Beach about 4 hours later, even though it's only like 40 miles away or something. And we're about to have Sean's favorite chicken and waffle sandwich.
Now we're back.
Now we're back.
And
Thursday
seamless.
Yeah, it does it itself. We got Andrew Pinkerton here, but we're real quick going to give a little love to Trevor Price, who reportedly tried to change Arnold Schwarzenegger's Wikipedia to say the Bob Marley of entertainment. So shout out to Trevor Price for that. But Andrew Pinkerton, Pinky, great job on a win. We didn't know you were going to hang on there.
Yeah, thanks. It was chaotic, and I rolled right at the end there, last jump. It was, a lot of back and forth, but that was as much fun, if not crazier, than last year at Detroit.
Yeah, you had a couple of pretty strong laps at the start, and then it looked like you got knocked back a little bit. What was the goal, or not the goal, but what was the strategy to keep yourself up in the hunt?
To try to have patience with the jumps, because in practice I was like, I'll hit them in third gear, and and then at the start I didn't mean to fall back, but at the start I had thrown my handbrake is just fourth gear on my shifter, and I forgot to take it out of fourth gear, so I started the race on the standing start with the handbrake on. I made it about halfway.
Is that what happened? Because I remember, you had a little bit of trouble there. So you had the brake. Basically, the e-brake was on, and you didn't realize it.
Exactly. That was like a rental car start.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, not ideal.
All right. So as you've already known, we're going to be doing a heat racing world final with Honda TCRs at the world famous Kansas Roval. What's going to be the strategy to win there?
Yet to drive the Honda iRacing, but I'm looking forward to it because I'm get away from that DSG in the other TCR car that was always on iRacing and in real life.
Understood.
Yeah, I haven't driven it yet either, but I have driven the other one that you were talking about. It's a little bit meh, but pretty fun. Did you figure anything out while jumping the ramps tonight that you could use if we did that again? Like, was there a technique that worked for you?
Trying to hit one of the times that undamaged perfect square, because if two of them weren't even, it would launch the rear axle, like it start to send you into a roll. The setup would be completely irrelevant. I tried softer spring, stiffer spring, no bar, both bars, nothing. It's all about the truck equation.
So you broke up a little bit there, but it sounded like hitting two parallel GTP cars was the key. If they were mismatched, you're going over.
Yeah, it had to be a square hit. If the rear axle hit left, right, out of sync, you were done.
I see. Wait, is that two ramps or the truck itself?
If you hit one ramp at an angle, you could probably get away with it, but typically it was two ramps mismatched would kick the rear axle around.
Okay, now it makes sense. Very good. So Josh Chin is in the lobby. Should we leave Andrew in? We have a four-way discussion because it seemed like you guys were racing pretty hard. So we'll let him in. We'll see how long it takes to queue up. But
you guys hear the boiling water in the background? Do I need to move away from the stove?
We still have the dulcet sounds of Long Beach in the background.
Yeah, it's all good.
So
Josh Chin, the man, the myth, the legend.
Well, how you feeling?
It was fun. That's honestly like the best combination that I've raced the last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you were in it, and then it feels like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it feels like we didn't have to snipe you. It feels like you sniped yourself. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. I hit one of the ramps like very slightly on the side, and it just kind of did a pathetic little roll over. And I
Mhm.
went, oh, I'm never going to hear the end of this one now.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, actually, you did just hear the end of it. But you and Andrew, are you still on?
Yeah, no, I was. I mean, I can't say I'm terribly disappointed in that because I had nothing for him in the last half of the lap. First half of the lap, I could get to him, but then once we took the right onto the back straight, I had nothing for him.
Interesting. Josh, do you agree?
Yeah.
Can we start some controversy?
I don't think he's wrong. I think he had the pace on me, and I just got stupid lucky with the way the start played out and the restart where like there was a car flipped over in the exit of the hairpin, and we're all just like trying to scramble around it. I just kind of lucked out.
I'm pretty sure that was Noah Wheeler.
I think so.
It was.
That adds up.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, we have a lot of people in the chat room are coming up with like phrases like chin can't win, no chin win, things like that. What does that do to the psyche of a driver knowing that the entire chat room is basically hoping for your failure?
I mean, I guess I've had worse than that before. I worked in construction, so this is tame. Bring it on.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I would say in the future, but I don't know if we're going to make any more of them working on third shift, so...
Right.
I guess they got to get the abuse in while they can.
Gotcha. Okay. So it doesn't slow you down, doesn't make you try any harder or any less, right?
No, I know I'm just as bad either way, so... Let people have their fun.
We appreciate you being very patient and letting us have our way with you, because it's been a lot of fun.
I think I'm more upset that I got compared to the Washington Generals. That wasn't what I expected, and I'm a little upset about it. And I'm going to have Steve relay that message to NASCAR Chasm.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, so the tradition continues. As far as I know, you're not in next week's World Final, so we don't know when our next race will be. But you said something in a later hour broadcast that I feel like needs to be on the main broadcast, because you normally race serious stuff, more serious than Blunder, which is hard to comprehend.
Right.
But you said there's a factor that's making it harder, and I can't get over this. Do you remember what you said?
Was it the I'm old, slowly washed up part? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I figured.
And you're how old?
27, turned 28 this year.
God damn it, Josh Chin. No one wants to hear this.
He's old news.
So do you really have to be like 17 to be good now in iRacing?
It kind of feels like that. It feels like a lot of like the people that like actually race competitively are like top age is like 24 now.
It's over.
It's over for you.
Yeah.
All downhill from here.
You have to get a job at the iRacing school.
I'll be that old slow guy going, back in my day, we used to race like this.
Yep.
Yeah.
On a Volker Hackman setup.
Okay, you lost us there, but sure. I'm sure that's hilarious to sim racers. But okay, well, very good, and I applaud your willingness to continually deal with what we do.
Yeah, and great livery. A lot of love for that in the chat room for having the upside down numbers and sponsors and everything. Very well thought out.
Yeah, it came in handy twice. Once before that second caution, and I was just kind of stuck there. I went, well, I hope they got that on the broadcast. And then the second time, I was like, oh, I maybe shouldn't have done this then.
Okay.
Awesome.
Nice job. All right. And I think on that note, Andrew, you good?
I'm all good. Thanks again, guys. I should see everyone in the World Final next week. Again, my January is fairly bare on my calendar, which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
Well, Bill Riley knows your name now, so that's a help.
Yeah, I'll make sure to harass him at the rover.
There you go.
There you go. You
Awesome.
tried.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Good job, guys. Thank you very much. And Ryan, I think on that note, were the fans happy?
Who cares?
Fair. All right. Well, like we said, so we will be racing next week. It is the final week of Thursday Night Blunder in this season. We don't know what the future of the series is going to be, because it's always a moving target with our own real lives. But regardless, it's always been fun. We will be back next week. Stick to social media, because we don't exactly know what time it's going to be. You know what I mean? That's all I got.
I have an announcement coming out tomorrow. Keep an eye out for it.
Keep an eye out. Keep an eye on them socials because you never know what race start time tomorrow. Because next week we'll probably start a little later. What do you say, Ryan?
I think so, yeah. I'm going to be on the West Coast, so we'll probably have to move it around a little bit, but I'm too busy dancing to Banana Phone.
Very good. All right.
Thanks, Continental, Acura, and Valvoline, and thank you guys for participating and following along with us.
And once again, Andrew Barca, happy birthday. Thanks
Happy
for
birthday.
everything you do. Happy birthday, Andrew. Thank you, Virtual Long Beach. Sorry for disturbing your community. Goodbye.
Bye.